Styx Shards of Darkness is a new stealth game by Cyanide Studios releasing today, March 14th on the PC, the Xbox One, and the PlayStation 4. Is it worth your time? I'm going to answer that today with a review, spoiler free. The original Styx was fairly well received when it launched back in 2014, but it did have a lot that needed fixing. The controls were loose and kinda clunky, the game's linear design lacked environmental diversity, and the upgrade system was restrictive, only granting you upgrade points once you completed each chapter of the game. The sequel, Shards of Darkness, is here and addresses most of these issues. Players step into the role of Styx yet again, and his latest adventure sees him making an unexpected deal with a mysterious human officer named Haladrin. His deeds with her quickly become thwarted by an evil shapeshifter, which shortly after has Styx running off in a sneaky quest for revenge. The beauty of Styx is that the story is actually crucial to your experience, and like the original, is extremely well done and written. Each chapter in Styx is sliced up into multiple levels, and each level contains story cutscenes both at the start and the end, and they're very well done. Styx is a game for serious stealth fans. It is hard as hell. Styx's levels are designed as elaborate, extremely dense and detailed mazes. You are dropped off into each level in a safe zone where you can survey the land ahead of you and plan your route. Each level has a set of predefined objectives, both primary and secondary, that you may complete in any order you choose. Like any good stealth game, Styx does not want you to rush through it, or try to confront enemies head on, and it will punish you over and over if you do. Most enemies can be killed by sneaking up to them and shivving or choking them silently, dropping chandeliers on them, poisoning their food and water supplies with your toxic vomit, or pushing them off ledges. If you do have to go head on with an enemy though, there is a simple parry mechanic if you get yourself in a squeeze. However, it is very, very basic. But Styx is not about combat, it's about stealth and traversal. The stealth mechanic is improved from the original game, definitely. Each enemy has a cone of vision that you can use to circumvent them or navigate around the terrain in order to assassinate them. I was never caught out by any bullshit AI shenanigans or auto detection outside of their cones of vision. I always felt in control of my spacing while playing Styx, and that's very important in a stealth game. Styx can climb up walls, sneak over and under houses, climb and slide with ropes, and shimmy alongside terrain. Although Traversal is one of the most improved features this time around, it still doesn't quite get it 100% right. Sometimes it's not clear what you can or cannot grip and what you can or cannot jump to. I've experienced many a death jumping to ledges in clear view of my character only to find out that they weren't climbable surfaces, all because the game doesn't have visual cues for climbable terrain. It's important to have indicators to show you what you can't do and what you can do in a game like this, and it's especially important in a game that relies so heavily on using the environment to your advantage. The Assassin's Creed series does Traversal a lot better, and gets away without having environmental indicators because you can pretty much jump and climb to any surface you see. The result is a traversal system that works, but needs refinement. Lastly, there is a skill system in the game that allows you to use clones and invisibility type spells. Styx's clone ability allows you to then reactivate the ability and control the clone yourself, which is useful for luring away enemies out of the path of the real Styx so that he may pass unhindered. I found this system absolutely necessary to survive on some of the harder difficulties. Styx feels like a AAA game, unlike Master of Shadows. Menu navigation is slick and responsive, the graphics are fairly next-gen, and the crisp and steady frame rate was creamy smooth. There is also a more expansive color range in Shards of Darkness. Gone are the dreary browns and grays seen in Master of the Shadows. Although some of the textures are a little drab here and there, overall, a very nice overhaul in the visual department. Now sound. It's kinda hit or miss. The music for the most part is great. There's a lot of big thumping horns and beautiful minor violin mixes, appropriately designed for the imperial kind of dark setting of the game. Styx himself as a protagonist is fitting for a goblin. He's nasty and snide, occasionally funny at times, and his tongue slippery with sarcasm. But he's also quite obnoxious, often breaking the third wall of the game both to talk to himself and to the player at the death screen. His snaky and cliche comments are mildly funny at best and cringy as hell at worst.
Newsflash, the jump button is not located between your ass cheeks. Maybe it is for you, I don't know.
It's a toss-up if you're gonna like Styx as a protagonist. The new Styx is a vast improvement over Master of Shadows, a fun and addictive stealth game, but one that can feel a bit limiting at times. While I understand this is a purist stealth game, I want one more combat tool besides the tacked-on parry system. When you're spotted in Styx without resources, there's really nothing you can do besides run for a hiding spot and hope for the best. And with enemies absolutely everywhere, it can test your patience. So just know that this game is really about stealth. Combat is non-existent here. Styx is also missing a sense of freedom and openness. While the levels are bigger and more detailed than Master of Shadows, they are much smaller than games like Hitman. So there's less room to have that free-formed, adventure, kind of diversified moment-to-moment gameplay that you would expect in a game like Hitman. But in Styx, it's more tactical, it's much more slow, more intimate, and fenced off. But that's not necessarily a bad thing because it gives the game a chance to deliver on a more cohesive, well-paced story. Styx is heading in the right direction with this newest game. The story is awesome and full of twists. The drop-in, drop-out co-op works great, and you have to respect a game with such a cool premise and art design. I recommend Styx to fans of stealth games and fans of the series 100%. But I don't think this game will be for the casual player, anyone impatient, or people who like stealth action games. Overall, a good stealth game for a very specific crowd. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, by all means hit the thumbs up button and subscribe here for more of our future content, and have yourself a sneaky kick-ass day.